1992, I was a senior in high school, and I was just cast as the Tin Man in The Wiz, a modern version of The Wizard of Oz. In the 1978 movie, Nipsey Russell was incredible as he sang, "Slide some oil to me," and then began to tap dance. Oh, I love tap dance, especially watching Gene Kelly, the star of Singin' in the Rain. He was my inspiration. His athletic yet beautiful style of dance was what I wanted to emulate. I found my director, Bonnie. Bonnie was incredible. She knew everyone and everything about acting on the stage or movies. She said, "Congratulations," and then, "Don't worry, Alan, we'll cut the tap dance, we'll do something else." What? Wait, no, Bonnie, I've always wanted to learn to tap dance. This is my chance. A look of fear went across her face. "Bonnie, I've seen like every Gene Kelly movie. He's my inspiration. His athletic yet beautiful style of dance is what I want to emulate." She wasn't sure. So I went to a local dance studio owned by a family friend. I said, "Kathy, I was just cast as the Tin Man. I need to learn to tap dance. Will you help me?" A now familiar look of fear crossed her face. "Please," she said, "Alan, you're gonna have to join my beginning tap class. You're gonna have to take private lessons. This is gonna take everything you've got." "Oh, Kathy, I've got this. I've always wanted to learn to tap dance. I want to be like Gene Kelly. I've seen every one of his movies. His athletic and beautiful style of dance is what I want to emulate." She just shook her head. Beginning tap class. I'm 18 years old, 6'2", 160 pounds. I walked into the studio, put on my very first pair of tap shoes, looked at myself in the mirror, and I mean, what else, right? Kathy sees me from her office, opens the door and yells, "It's time for tap!" A door in the wall opens up and 10 dancers in black outfits with white tights come walking out and line up along the mirrors. And I was introduced to my new classmates. With those little girls, I learned to lap. And then we chased each other around the studio. The next 6 weeks were a blur of dancing, songs, lines, and tap dance. I learned to tap with Kathy and my new little friends, and the whole cast worked tirelessly. Finally, opening night arrived, and we were ready. The show was going to be epic. We were going to ease on down the road. I was standing stage right, and I pulled the curtain to the side, looking, making sure my parents got to their seats. When I saw him, I mean, it couldn't be him, but I saw him. Gene Kelly was walking down the aisle and sitting in the audience. Just then, a hand touched my back, and I turned around. A very smug-looking Bonnie looked up at me and said, "Did you see my surprise?" No way. No way! I don't know how she did it, but Gene Kelly was here. He was going to see me dance. When my scene came, I walked out on stage and stood, like a rusted tin man. The song started, my cue hit, and I panicked. There was no "slide some oil to me." When my dance break hit, I couldn't flap to save my life. And just then, well, hang on, I have to go back. So let me tell you something. When I was a little kid, I learned something very distressing. When I get really stressed out, I tend to cross myself, and I do the dance. Yeah. So there I am as a rusted tin man waiting, and all of a sudden my hands go, no, and I start to dance. Oh wait, I gotta go back again. So the kid that played the Scarecrow, Dwight, I've known him since we were in kindergarten. And well, over the years, it was well documented that when somebody threatened to do something, he did it. In 3rd grade, a kid was pretending to throw up. Well, Dwight turned and threw him. So, with me downstage doing my dance, all of a sudden Dwight looks wide-eyed, looks around, and hightails it off stage. At that moment, Dorothy was holding Toto, a real dog, because that's Bonnie's style, with a leash that hooked onto Dorothy's wrist. Well, I'm downstage. The Scarecrow, Toto, springs off of Dorothy and flies towards the Scarecrow. The leash met its resistance, and literally, Dorothy was flying behind the dog. In this commotion, a whistle echoes through the auditorium. It stopped trains 3 miles away. All of us, stunned into silence, turned to see the source as Gene Kelly himself walks to the stage with his eyes fixed on my feet. He looks up at me and looks down and says, "Do that again." 4 weeks later, I was sitting down with my brother watching The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. After 30 years on the air, this was Johnny's very last night. And Gene Kelly showed up to do a special farewell dance. As soon as he began to dance, my brother and I jumped off the couch. He was doing my move! Thank you.